What a week we have just had for Bitcoin, because wow, this was one of those weeks where TA was respected so heavily. And I will show you today what happened last week, in the last 11 days actually, and also what to expect next on Bitcoin when it comes to ranges, when it comes to absorption, signs of strength, signs of weakness. So just stick with me. I'll give you some levels to trade, I'll give you some ranges to trade, and also I will give you my analysis on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and on Dogecoin, funny enough. So first, let's start with Bitcoin, because this is our main coin, and the technicals on this one has been amazing. This was the range we had on our last update, and we had our range high at $104.6 thousand, range low at $90,000, and after that video was published, we have seen the move down, taking those lows to that daily level at 89.9K. And then after that tap, we've seen an amazing reaction that basically got us up to $110,000. But at those lows, we were seeing clear signs of absorption, as you can see on Expo charts here. What you will see here is you're seeing this delta here being negative $18 million here, which shows us at the lows there were 18 million more sell orders than long orders, than buy orders, but the price was moving up, which again for me was such a clear sign that a big player with a lot of money in his hands, with limit longs, was coming into the market and basically absorbing all of those shorts and stops. So he was basically ruling the market at this point, and he bought everything that he could have, and then just pushed the price higher and higher and higher to the point where there was basically no time to short this market until the time that me and the team on Discord have shorted the market at $110,000. Now, what you see here is this is a pretty big move from $90,000 to $110,000, and at this point most people will be scared to short the market because it was such a strong move when it comes to the market structure and how it looks. Now, what we did was we were looking for some signs of absorption, just like we have seen at the lows as well, and those signs came in perfectly at $109,000, as you can see here. Now, what we see here is we see this move up with 52 million positive delta, which means there's a lot of longs coming into the market, and then we are seeing 60 million positive delta, 28 million positive delta, 55 million positive delta, but the price not being able to push higher. So there's more longs coming into the market, but the price isn't pushing up. What does that tell us? For me, what that tells me is, just like at the lows, now at the highs, we have a big player who is shorting the market with limit shorts. Now, if you want proof for that, here is the proof. You can see the open interest going up, which means people are actually getting into the market. And you can see from the delta, though, that those orders are market long, market buy orders. But here is the biggest sign here with the CVD divergences. You can see that the market orders are making higher highs. So the CVD making higher highs, but the price is making lower highs, which means for the people who are market longing here, there's a bigger player who is limit shorting the market at these points here with a huge order. Because man, if you want to absorb around $150 million of longs, you need to have a lot of money, and that guy was shorting the market like there was no tomorrow. And our team was also shorting the market here as well, because we were seeing a clear sign of absorption there. And what we did here was, when those lower highs was putting in, we entered the shorts here, and then we've seen a $10,000 drop basically, which was perfect and which was extremely technical. Now, what you should look out for next is, do we have a range here? The first thing I have to tell you is we do have a range on the lower time frame. I will now share with you here. So we can see that we can know that this is the all-time highs, but more importantly, if you go to the session point of controls, the point of controls of intraday levels, you can see that at $98,000, we have a session negative point of control coming from the 16th of January right here. It's untapped $98,000 point of control right here. So I marked that down, and when I mark that down, what you will see is we will have a clear range in our hand, and the price being stuck between this level and the all-time highs. And this is the range I am looking for next on Bitcoin on the lower time frames. And let me now explain what to look for in this range. Now, first, let me get this down like this. And now what you have here is we have a clear sideways price action. You have a support level below the low, and you have all-time highs as resistance above the high. What you're looking for here is you're looking for this level to be hit on the downside, and then from that level you want to see high delta, you want to see absorption, and then on the reclaim of this level, what you can do is you can look for a long position like this, depending on where your stop loss is, to the range high. Now, if the opposite happens, if we go to the range high instead, what you can do is you can wait for this high to be taken, like so, to the $111,000 or $112,000, and then the price to go back below the range high, actually trapping those traders who were long in market at those highs, and then having a short position like this to the range low. So it's a really easy, really simple range trade, but you just have to be patient. Really important here, you do not have a trade right now at this second. At these prices at $105,000, you do not have a range trade. So please be careful. We are at the middle of our lower time frame range. And really important as well, please don't try to long the market here, because if you want to be a swing trader, if you want to trade more higher time frames rather than trading this range right here, what you can use is you can stop using these levels here, and you can use this daily level that is coming at $87,000 right here. You might have remembered this level from last video as well. And with this level in your hand, you will have this range right here, like so. So with this range, what you see is this is a $25,000 range, and right now we are at range highs, and we've just seen a swing failure pattern off the high. So at this point here, this is not the point, this is not the price to long the market. I'm telling you 100% conviction. Right? It doesn't mean it cannot go higher, but it just means it's not the smartest idea. And what you should look for here is, if you're not in a short trade right now, you should look for another swing failure pattern above the high right here, trapping those longs at the highs, and then coming back into the range, having a pretty easy, pretty simple short position like this to the range low. And if we go down right now, what you can do is just like at those highs, right, like this trade right here, you look for this low to be taken to that daily level, and then on the reclaim of this range, you can have that long position like so to that range high. So it's a really simple trade setups here we have on Bitcoin. You just have to be patient. Now, if Bitcoin is out of the way, let's talk about the other two coins I was going to tell you about. First one being Ethereum. We have a really clear range on Ethereum. What you can see here is, I'll get these out the way for now. And what you see here is you are seeing a daily level that is just above the price that is coming from here, you can see. And we have a session negative point of control at 3089, and what that creates for us is it creates a range, just like on Bitcoin, and we are currently sitting at the middle of the range, so there is no trade to be taken right now. What you look for right now for next is you look for that range high to be manipulated, so range high to be hit, and then we see some signs of absorption, and at that point you can short the market from that range high like this. And if we end up going to the range low instead, what you can do is you can wait for that SN poach to be hit, and then on the reclaim of that range low, you can open the long position like this. So you have two great setups on Ethereum. You have four amazing setups on Bitcoin. So if you want to get into trades, just be patient, just wait for these levels, mark them with your alarms, and just lead the charts. And if you are looking for a long position on some other coins like Dogecoin, we have this amazing count on Dogecoin, which I never thought that I would share TA on, but you can see this triangle right now that is forming on Dogecoin, and I think this will get more traction soon as well, where with this triangle, when I saw it, I initially thought about, okay, this could be a wave 4 on a elite waves, and well, what I saw was, you can see that the count was pretty good as well. We had the 1 here, we had a 2 here, we have the wave 3 here with a really big and really strong move, and now wave 4 coming with a triangle. And if we see that triangle break down, what you will see is we have this monthly level sitting at 0.22, and that would be an amazing level for longs if you see some signs of absorption. So what I will look for here is I will look for that level to be hit and seeing some, market structure shift basically, and seeing some CVD divergences, some absorption. And if I see those things, I will just create that long setup to create that wave 5 into those all-time highs. So you have this amazing setup on Doge as well if you are looking for, a bit of a swing play on this coin. And so yeah, I hope that was clear for you. I think this is just a patient, a waiting game. So just wait for it. Just wait for these levels, and I promise you, it's so much better not to lose your money on just being chopped up around these levels. So I hope that was good for you. If you want more of me, if you want more of my live updates, I'm always on Discord. You can always come there. I give my levels every day. I give my trade setups. I trade when I'm on the chart. So if you want more of me, I'm always on Discord. If you want more of me when it comes to tweeting, I'm on Twitter as well. I'd love to see your comments on there as well. So thank you so much. I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.